In a tweet last night, he writes, China is on a massive disinformation campaign because they're desperate to have Sleepy Joe win the presidential race so they can continue to rip off the United States, as they have done for decades, until I came along.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. They're not bad folks, but guess what? They're not competition for us.
Well, China doesn't want to see me elected. China never gave our country anything. China gave us nothing, not 10 cents. And whether it was Biden in charge of China, which was a joke because they ripped off our country for 8 years.
The US Vice President Joe Biden has launched a week-long tour of East Asia with a visit to China. The two financial heavyweights stressed the need for a close relationship if the global economy is to return to health. Biden's host, the Chinese Vice President Xi Jinping.
Joe Biden, while he was vice president, took billions of dollars in bribes from the Chinese government in the form of payments to his son Hunter's businesses. In exchange, Biden was soft on Chinese military and economic aggression.
Biden's son inked $1 billion deal with a subsidiary of the Bank of China just 10 days after he and his dad visited the country in 2013.
We're not trying to contain China. We're not trying to slow down Chinese growth. The growth of China is overwhelmingly in our interest.
The stepson of John Kerry, the son of Joseph Biden, when they were cabinet members of the Obama administration, created a new investment fund called Seneca. They inked a $1 billion deal with the Chinese government, the Bank of China.
They're not bad folks, but guess what? They're not competition for us.
The Chinese government putting billions of dollars into Biden family business.
100%. It's a disgrace. And then he says China is not a competitor of ours. China is a massive competitor of ours.
And then together proceeded, this is just one example, to buy a U.S. manufacturing company called Hennings that was making very sensitive equipment crucial to our American military here at home.
There was a debate here in the United States, and quite frankly throughout most of the West, as whether a rising China was in the interest of the United States and the wider world. As a young member of the Foreign Relations Committee, I wrote and I said, and I believe then what I believe now, that a rising China is a positive development, not only for China, but for America and the world writ large.